Okay, guys, question. Do you guys think that like in 20 or 30 years there will be like very popular 50 to 60-year-old streamers? Like, you know how right now the popular streamers are like 20s, early
I think so,
30s?
yes.
Yeah,
For sure.
in 20, 30 years, do you guys think there will be like very, very massive content creators, you know, on the level of like, you know, like Asmongold, XQC, just like the biggest content creators out there, but like they'll be like 50s and 60-year-old people?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way I look at it, I actually thought about this somewhere recently, so it's like very topical to bring it up. It's like, I feel like for me, I'm still going to be playing games when I'm like 70, you know, assuming like my fucking wrists and arms and shit don't give out.
Yeah.
So always hearing the like, you're old narrative since I'm like 24 years old in League, I'm like, that's so dumb, right? It's like everything with gaming is completely unprecedented, and I don't see any reason why I wouldn't keep gaming for my whole life.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing with like influencers and stuff. It's like it just happened at a time where like we were the first generation to get into it. But I don't think it's something you like necessarily grow out of, unless it's just not around. I think that's the only reason why you wouldn't have it in the future, is if it just like dies off.
But
I think
okay,
the
when
confused
we're
way
like
it is
50 or
now-
60, like we are gonna be washed. Like if there's League of Legends 2, if there's a very fast-paced reaction time-based game like in FPS games, you know, I'm gonna be washed. Like I'm gonna be like
Sure, I mean, you
slow.
probably won't be like a peak performer by that age, but like you'll still have fucking like tons and tons of experience and shit, and probably better than a lot of people still.
Yeah.
Like you probably won't be playing in the fucking.
I'm just saying, like, I
competing.
don't think that there will be like a 60-year-old, like, I don't think like 60-year-old people are going to be playing in like fucking. Maybe you will be in League of Legends 2 Challenger. I don't know. Like maybe it's so unprecedented. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Here's an analogy, right? It's like, look at rock stars, like some of who like the fucking old ass like classic rock people. They're still touring at like 70, 80 and shit, and like that's pretty taxing. That's probably something that like when they were 20s, they seemed like a young man's game. Rolling Stones, fucking Bruce Springsteen type shit. Like, I don't know all the groups that are still going at old age, but I know there are some who do it. Ozzy Osbourne did his last show literally as a fucking husk.
It's amazing. I also will say,
Yeah.
FBI.
I don't know.
Husk of a man.
I just think that like constantly hearing the narrative of like being old and like decrepit when it's like, dude, we're gonna look back in like a long ass time and be like, why the fuck were we saying that shit back then? It's so stupid.
That shit doesn't bother me, dude. I mean, I know where I'm at. I'm still better than 99.9% of people who play games, but when I'm 50, I won't be, you know? Like, the kids are going to be better
Who knows,
than
dude?
me.
Maybe you will. If you keep playing, who's to say? It's so unprecedented.
It's just a fact of reality, bro. Look at Mike Tyson. Like, you're not in your physical prime anymore.
Yeah, but you're also not getting punched in the head repeatedly every league game.
How do you know? Maybe I am.
Junglers are.
I mean,
Not physically.
the truth is, like, everyone, like, I've already accepted it. Everyone is going to get older. You're going to be less physically attractive and you're going to be less physically capable. Like, that's just what it is when you get older. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think right now
But
my
dude,
reaction time
some
is
people
still
scale up,
pretty
though.
good.
Some people scale.
Some people scale.
Sometimes like people peak at like their 50s or 60s for their attractiveness. George Clooney, Steve Carell.
Oh.
Dude. Meteos is naming hot
160.
dudes.
Let's go. Let's.
I mean,
test this.
it's probably more likely
10
for guys
years.
than girls, but like,
Yeah. We'll test this in 10 years, guys.
While we contemplate that, we've got
Think of
I
all
think
the
I'll be in
hot
the
dudes I
200s.
could name.
10 years after that, I'll be in the 300s.
I'm just not a believer in the like,
oh yeah, I'm so
yeah, it's all downhill from here. We're old. Like,
how confident are you with this group of
Well,
I remember
like-
Tony, like Zix told me that there was some study that shows like on average, life gets better like every decade. Like people on average get happier each decade they age. So that makes it seem like life's just gonna keep getting better.
I feel pretty happy with this draft. Yeah, I also noticed you went really.
Bro, that's not even what anyone's talking about when they're calling you old, bro. They're not telling you your life is downhill from here. They're just saying like, damn, bro, like old Meteos hits those.
I mean, dude, in age in League is definitely like has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
And I just think it's dumb.
Well, I think here's what I do think though. Like I agree with you in League specifically, it's pretty dumb because like League is not that mechanically hard to play. I know that that's like a crazy thing to say, but like compared to like Counter-Strike where it's literally just all about how pixel perfect and how fast you could do stuff. But like, I'm just glad that we don't play like shooting games, you know, where like every single year after the age of like 25, you actually literally are a ticking time bomb of getting washed. I do not think that
Counter-Strike
is
is literally the game where like the oldest pros have been in the game. The oldest people are still playing that game.
Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, they're not fragging out, right? They're usually they have the IGL rule because they know they're not going to put up huge numbers anymore.
In games 3 to 5, only 2 and 4. So
Dude, somebody in my chat says most CS pros are mid-30s. Dude, you actually have no idea what you're talking about. That is completely untrue. Mongols average age, fucking Vitality average age is nowhere close to 30.
yeah, I feel like Anero does a good job of
Donk is
two teams
28.
though, no?
Yeah. Donk is 17. Team Spirit has like a 30-something-year-old IGL, and like everyone else is either early 20s or lower, like younger than 20.
kind of deflect some of that criticism away from the players, which I think is something coaches absolutely.
How about Daigo in Street Fighter? Isn't he
He's
like
washed as fuck.
still really good?
He's
he?
unbelievably washed, and I'm a huge Daigo fan.
I mean, he's like mid 40s.
Tokido, yeah, he's
When you say washed, do you mean like he's not winning tournaments? Because like surely he's
getting
still better
knocked
than
out
like
by Randy's. Wait, what is Blabber doing?
Blabber?
Oh my God, he's deep.
Wow.
Wait, Sean.
He first bloods him. He steals the big.
That
hole,
is
and Blabber was
a bit of a
playing with
gapping 10.
fire there.
How did he see him around that wall?
He threw the Q over the wall, so he knows he's there.
Okay, like let's just zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually like I am technically washed compared to my like when I was completing, but I do not think it has to do with my age by itself. It's just due to the fact that I play a fraction as much and with as much focus as I did before. Like I played twice as much when I was younger because I had the hungry young motivation to play, and I enjoyed the game a lot more. I fucking grinded the game with a smile on my face 14 hours a day because it was all that I loved. But like, so I don't think that age by itself is going to make you turn to shit. I just think like League's not like a reaction time based game as much.
At the very least, I think he's thinking,
I think League has quite a bit of reaction time stuff.
Yeah, so the Q only hit the Gromp. The Q didn't reveal. He had some lingering vision from the ward that they had.
Like if it wasn't a reaction time thing, then like playing on ping wouldn't be as much of a problem. There's a lot of like snappy shit. Like playing on 0 ping is such an advantage. Like there's like flashing abilities and shit, like flash engages, like
I mean, throughout the history of League of Legends, Jarvan
there's
has been
quite a bit of reaction time stuff.
So aggressive and so creative with very early on because
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people say when they compare like Dota and League and shit. It's like I would say Dota is a lot less of that, like, you know, really technical skill shots and like, you know, super fucking snappy like one shots on people. It's more like on the strategy side.
He gets in his opponent's face, is able to really put the pressure on, and gets way more than I think he was hoping he would.
Yeah.
You know, gets way more than he was expecting. Like I said, when he EQs over the wall there, when you see that it's
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I think all he's thinking is
I guess my opinion is just everything's so unprecedented
right? And then
that like there's no reason to do
because
him.
he knows Blabber had smite advantage. So you don't want
Maybe Faker will still be winning
so it was a good
his
play
30th
by
world
the
championship at
players.
age 60. Who knows?
So much from that. And now 700 gold
It's
to 5
possible.
minutes in the
I
jungle.
wouldn't bet on it.
It's crazy. And
I wouldn't bet on it either.
5 to level
I also
Okay,
wouldn't bet on him
wait.
winning 5.
Here's
by the
another
time
thing.
he's 28.
Here's another thing that I completely forgot about, but I think is very true. I think every single generation of gamers gets better than the previous one. So Faker is an anomaly of like this generation, but I think 10, 20 years from now there will be more like prodigy level gaming talents than Faker. And I think that even in like sports, that seems to be true. Where like,
how does that work though? Because like being a prodigy is usually a comparative thing, right? It's like if there were multiple fakers, then they wouldn't be faker because part of what makes him unique is his level of dominance. Like there can't be multiple fakers.
okay, but what you're saying is like you wouldn't be surprised if he's winning worlds at age like 40 and stuff. I think the next generation's faker is going to have a way higher skill cap than faker could reach, just because it just feels, I don't know.
I mean, the
like,
average level.
I don't know how to like explain it, but I just feel like every generation just gets better and better. They follow in the footsteps of like that faker made. Like he paved the way and gave them a head start. So their starting point is just higher because they have so much history to build off of, and the process of getting better has been more well studied and documented and stuff.
But he gets level 6 off the crab and then can again.
Yeah, then that's definitely the case.
Off of wherever Blabber wants to go.
Yeah, exactly. And you can notice that even though
It's like what Donk is doing in Counter-Strike, for example, is like so crazy that if he popped up a generation ago, if he popped up 10 years ago, people would 100% think that he's cheating. Like it just does not look like a human being is like playing when you watch him play. So but like because of he's like part of the next gen, it's kind of like more understandable.
Yeah, I mean I don't know anything about CS. I've heard the name Donk, but that's it.
You just have to watch some of his clips and just look at it, just like does this guy look like does it look like a human's actually playing? It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, people are always getting better. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I think I'm talented, but I think that like I don't know, like from what you guys explained, like Diable, or like for me, honestly, a better example would just be like Guma. Like Guma's just like a more talented person than I am at League. I think I'm talented, and like for our generation of gamers, like I was like an outlier, but then I watch Guma play, and it's like fuck, dude, like this guy, he's different.